Yo. Yo, 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 yo. All right. Welcome back, everybody. And I would say let's, hello? My light is being difficult. All right, sounds good. Yo, let's go. Whole gang is out here today. In force. I would say let's not wait any longer. And let's get right into the tunes. Oh, who are we starting off with today? Hayes has got the first demo. Finally got my hands on Trash 2. Oh, hell yeah. It's over for us. Oh, nice shader. Really loud turn on if you want your ears to function. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem that important. Very cool. I mean, I would say for me, like, the biggest thing that jumps out is, like, the fact the rhythm didn't quite get me. Like, it didn't grab me and go, like, this is what's going on. It's not necessarily bad, it just feels a bit random. I think it's kind of... It still works because the overall composition is fairly focused. Like, there isn't a lot of individually moving pieces. It's all kind of focused on one thing. And I think it's not even like the main thing. I think it's mostly the vocal chop that's riding over it, which feels a bit disconnected from what else is going on. Like, it's a good vibe, it's just not quite the right chop for me. Yo, yo, yo. Sent an idea that needs a drop, but I just want your thoughts. Cool. It's going to take me a little bit to get to it because we've got a lot of stuff. We've got like another 10 tracks, but we'll be getting to it, don't worry. Yo, what's up, Kelly B? My boy. I feel like that's really it. Like, the overall vibe of this is good. Like, the choices and stuff. I'm very curious to see how the distortion game is going to change for you with Trash 2. Waka's going down. No description this time. Alright, let's just take a listen. Ooh. Need a bit more volume on it. I love that open hat. Yo, what's up, Bowtie? Let's go. Yo, what's up, Hazy? We got the full house in here. Let's go. Your bangers. Walkus made me Wakus. Oh, yes. I actually really like this. I feel like overall the composition, like, there's so many catchy beats where like this is just like this would be so and not this would be it is so catchy. I would say one for me, the EQ profile feels a bit whitened and like kind of plasticky, where it feels like everything is a bit too I'm wanting for more of those mids that I was just boosting with my browser EQ. I personally like that sound. If you don't mess with that sound or don't like it, that's fine. But I would just double check the tonal EQ profile and see if that's really what you want for the song. Because that might be something you just do a little bit of mastering to. It's just like, you know, help inflate a bit those EQ curves a little bit. I think also there's a couple of sounds that theoretically could do with a little more saturation. Like I think this little vocal chop, this this one in the middle, that's like in the middle stereo wise. I feel like you could just use a little bit more distortion so it feels a bit not only kind of warmer, but more present. You have to be careful not to go overboard, but I think it just needs a bit to give it that shine almost. You know, there's extra upper harmonics that will give you that little bit of pop. The other thing is the kick for me is too short. It's like a very punchy kick, like what you use for your other tracks, but I'm missing that body, because you have the kick is divided into three parts, right? You've got the transient, then you have the body, and then you have the tail. The tail is like the very end of it. The body is like the main, the big thumpy bit. And I feel like the thumpy bit here is not quite long enough. Like the transient is great, tail is fine. It just doesn't. It feels like it's too short. And so I'm missing a bit of that boom, 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 boom. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like too snappy, considering there's like a huge sub bass. So I would really like to hear this kick be longer. Even here, there's a lot going on, so the short kick helps, but I do think making it like 20, 50 milliseconds longer might really change up the feel of the song. Also here, I almost felt like there was something missing here, but I kind of don't mind it. Maybe the LFO can just be a bit, or like the choppiness of it can be more choppy, because it feels a bit too da 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 da, and I kind of would prefer something that's more da 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 da. You know, that has like the end of the LFO is like the chop of it is just like tighter. You actually have that moment of da, whereas it says da 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 da, which feels like it doesn't ever quite fully go to zero. Versus da 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 da, that has like more of a oomph to it, which I think will help build more tension for when you want to get to. But I love all of these little fills and all these little extra sounds are just bringing so much. Oop, I sent the wrong link. Unlucky. You're gonna explode now. Okay, I'm gonna take the second one then, because I'm assuming that's the correct one. Dormant. Otherwise, Walkus, really like the track. Super cool. Zokia. Yo. I'm saving that. I'm saving that for later. I'm just gonna send this into memes on my Discord server. This is so great. That's not what I meant to do. That's fine. Why can't I copy the image? Okay, whatever. Whatever. I will listen to, I'll grab this later. 14 seconds rhythm. Sizzy? Oh? That's a good start. That's a good tag. Dirty Octopus. What the fuck? Okay. W cover art? Yeah. I don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, it's kind of like nice and crunchy and loud. Like, I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if this makes sense, but I kind of wish it was tighter. Like, there was a little more... I'm not exactly sure how to describe this, but like the envelope of some of the ways that the sound is being shaped were shorter and tighter. It's I don't know. This is like at the edge of my ability to express sound design stuff, but something about it is just like not quite hitting. It's not even that it's not hitting, but I feel like I can see it being like even more insane. Like, this is the stuff I would expect out of like the best artist is like even more insane than this. But overall, it's a good start. Please make a full track out of it, or at least a 1 minute 30-second idea. Like, please. You could. The thing is, you could totally make a 1 minute troll, like, you know, like spoof thing, and it's just that. It doesn't have to be more than that, because this is cool to set up for like a way over the top. Like, you can have a beautiful intro with the Nokia theme, or it's a beautiful intro interrupted by the Nokia theme, and then, like, you know those videos of like piano players like playing along with it? You do the opposite. You're just like, you know what, dubstep, take it or leave it. All right, next up is Orexo Radiohead the Bends. Bring it down. We got some bass house. Let's go. I'm pretty sure we had this, no? Make bass louder. Give more bass. I don't obviously remember exactly how this used to sound, but this definitely sounds better than it did to me. Kyokan thinks about the transition after the verse drop. Yo, it's literally I wrote, transition out of first drop is a missed opportunity. Yep. You got me, guys. You got me. Yeah, I would say for me, like, definitely to me, the break here is too long. It's really this transition, because this is fine. But it feels too linear and, like, it just feels like you went through the arrangement, you're like, okay, and now these 8 bars, I'm going to add an element here. And then we go 8 bars further, so I need to add another element. And the elements that were before don't really develop in any way. You just add to them, which sometimes is nice, but that type of stuff works really well when you have like an orchestra. And every time that you play 8 bars, there's a human being who's actually playing it and developing. They have like inbuilt automation, because they'll play differently every time. One, so it's just humanized, but also the expression of how they're going to play that piece changes. It's never going to be exactly the same. Dude, the stash is so ishy today. What the helly? So it changes the dynamic, because... Sorry, I feel like my nose is stuffed. It just changes the feeling. Like, everything is progressing as you add more elements. And here it feels like you're just adding more elements and everything else is staying the same, so it gets repetitive and boring. So I would say here, like, just do some automations. Don't even worry about, like, necessarily changing everything. Just do, for every element, or no, maybe not even that. I was going to say for every element, add an automation. Doesn't maybe make sense. But for your, like, pick 3 parameters and just automate them at least a little bit and see how it feels. And then if you feel like it's contributing a lot, do more of it. I think it will help a lot. But other than that, yeah, the transition out of this drop. You have like 9 seconds of dead space. And not dead space because there's nothing in there, but there's just... The track is on pause because a brass hit with no further context is... With reverb is like basically nothing, even with the reverse. So, I mean, either get rid of it and shorten it so it's not just dead space, or do something in it. Both of those options are fine. Like, you don't have to have like an insane transition. It would make me happy, but you don't have to. Like, you don't have to, but I think it will help if you have stuff in there. Yeah, definitely like look at that and think about what kind of experience you want the listener to have coming out of that drop. Because just saying, oh, it's a drop and then there's the transition to the break is the selling your song short. Like, think about it. Like, what do you want them to feel? Do you want it to be mysterious? Do you want it to be I don't know, relaxing, intriguing? What do you want? What can you share with them through that piece, and how can you get there? You know, with a transition, how can you create a cool moment for them? All right, next up, Late Eyes bootleg. Let's go. All right, play that. Yo, Kyo, I'm sending some. My CPU is dying. What the helicopter?
It's a lot of motherfuckers out here gonna try to tell you who they think you should be, and what they think you should do, and even what you should say. But you know what? Nobody got the juice like you. Nobody got the juice like you. I am the gas. I am the gas. I am the gas. I am the gas. I am the I am the juice. I am the juice. I am the juice. Nobody got the juice like you. You are the gas. You are the gas. You are the gas. You are the turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. You are the juice. You are the
What the Kelly?
you know what? juice like you.
Whoa, I like this. Okay, for me, I would have to say, like, one, I think there's a lot of really cool stuff in here, but I'm kind of confused by the whole thing, because it feels like I don't know what I'm supposed to pay attention to. There's just a lot of elements that are all kind of equal to each other in terms of their prominence in the mix and their prominence just compositionally. Like, I don't know, it just feels like there's something off about it, and that it's not quite hitting. There isn't like a lead thing that we can follow. Even the bass is not quite that predominant. And here as well, part of it I think is that like the sub is not really carrying the track for me. Like, I'm just boosting the shit out of the sub. Like, if I just... I think for me, the problem is in the way the bass is shaped. Or the low end in general is shaped, or it just feels like there isn't enough focus placed on this rolling bobo boom boom sub line that's sort of underpinning everything. And I think if you give it a little more upper harmonics, a little bit more presence overall, and let it be the anchor for all the rest of the elements, it'll hit super well. Because right now it just feels like you're missing that focus. And focus doesn't mean like it's disjointed or like crazy confusing. It's just, it's kind of like focus. I mean, like, you know how a camera has focus, and all of the elements are already there and it all looks great, but like the focus is kind of wrong, and then like the thing that you want it to be in focus is kind of fuzzy, and it just kills the whole thing. That's kind of what I'm feeling here, where like everything is already there and it's great. It just feels like there's a little bit of imbalance. So I think it's almost more a mixing thing than anything else, where it just feels like you haven't quite propped up your song to have like a shape that I can get invested in and dance to. This kind of feels like the mix, you know, when you're drunk and you're like listening to a song, but you're also just like in the club and you're like, what the hell? There's like all this and none of that, like all low end and like no mids, and you're just like, I'm not saying this is what the song is, but this is the same feeling I get where I'm like, something's off here. I know it wouldn't be off in another circumstance, but it feels off. Oh, what's up, Dynaway? You said kill. Kancha bande durata mia. Alright, next up. Hopefully that is helpful. Estoy casando ya. Ya no quiero mixir más. No sé qué hacer. I'm stuck. I don't know what else I have to do to achieve a good mix. Suffer. Why is it gone? Unexplode. Oh. Well, that's not really helpful. Okay, next up. Wait, let me check to see if a new one has been submitted. Not that one. Wait, I sent a newer one plus. Yeah, I'll take a listen to this one. reggaeton.
There's a darkness inside of me. I've been following blindly. I am fighting for control, and nobody seems to know. I can't breathe. I'm suffocating. I can't see. I'm at my breaking point. I don't know where to go. What do you do when the demons follow you?
What is going on, my guy?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, I gotta pause. Okay, I have an idea. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go into your project, and I want you to group your main sounds together. So group your leads, your chords, your drums, and anything else into a different thing. Just give me like a couple of stems, send it to me, and at the end of this stream or the next stream, whatever, if you send it to me this stream, I will help you mix it. Like I will show you, I'll do my best to like mix it. Like there's not going to be like a perfect mix. I don't want you to like completely be like, this is how it has to be done. But I think it's easier to just show you, because this sounds like you've way overmixed this. Like you don't really know where to go with this, and like the more you work on it, the worse it's going to get. And I say that because I've done this to many projects, way more projects than you think, where I've sat there and worked on it for months and months on end, and your ears fatigue. You are not actually hearing the song anymore. It's like this illusion of stuff that's in your head. So my recommendation is don't work on this anymore. Take a break. And if you don't want to take a break, just send it to me and let me try and show you a bit. With somebody with a fresh ear, work on it, and I think you'll get a bunch of different perspective. And I've kind of wanted to do this anyway, of like mixing your guys' stuff and like seeing if I'm even all that. Me after 7-hour prod session, yeah, literally. It's just your ears fatigue, your brain fatigues, and at some point you stop seeing things clearly. It's kind of like if you're working on a math problem or a test or whatever. At some point your brain stops working. Or start going crazy. Yeah, you do. Like you lose your mind. And you think you're hearing stuff, and you're fixing the stuff that you think you're hearing, and all you're doing is making more problems because you're actually getting rid of all the things that make it good. But you don't know what you're listening to anymore. So take a break, dude. Like literally go and make 2 IDs, make a whole nother song, and just like, trust me, it's gonna feel weird. You're gonna be like, no, if I just do a little more, I'm gonna fix it. You're not gonna fix it. Take a break. Every time I've always regretted it, where I'm like working on something for months and months, frustrated, not having fun, and then I do something else for one reason or another, and then I come back to it and it's like, oh, obviously this was the problem. Obviously it's X, Y, and Z. You just have to give yourself the chance to take a break. I will skip through this a little bit. I don't want to hear this. This sounds better. Yeah, this definitely sounds better though. This sounds good though. The drums are overall for this track a little too loud. Like, they're just too much. But it's not bad either. Wow, this sounds great. See, this is fine. It's really just this first section which sounds, mixing-wise, really frustrating. This sounds great, dude. Like, this is awesome. Yeah, even this sounds better. Awesome. Super dope. Yeah, send me the stems, and if you send them to me before the end of the stream, we'll do it this stream. If not, we'll do it next stream. For sure. Mix rescue. Oh, this is awesome. How many fucking albums and EPs can you make, my dude? What the fuck? Also, this is dope. I love this. Your visual style is so great. You're too goddamn underrated. And it makes me sad. Aw. What?
I don't think I'll be the same.
Wow. Oh, yeah. So good. So good. I love that, dude. Fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Come on. Like, I love this cut into like big reverb to pretty dry.
I don't think I'll be the same.
I would say this string also could be more saturated. I'm saying that a lot today, but it just feels like it's just, I don't know, I'm just hearing it. That's the only thing that's really, like, stuck with me at all. Otherwise, yeah, the string feels like it just needs, like, more depth to it. It's, like, not quite textured enough. It feels a bit, I don't know. I don't even think it needs another layer. I think it just needs a little bit of extra processing to give it that, to make it match everything else going on. Like, you don't want to kill the sound by doing too much and fucking it up, but just a little bit of extra touch stuff to give it that last, like, 15%, 20%, you know, to make it just sit. Definitely some tape saturation on it will help. Like more, because it sounds like it has some. And then also do like a more digital, dirtier kind of distortion to it. Or like a really interesting tube. Like that would hit, I think, for me. And then I would love to hear the arrangement finished. Really would love that. ID. Still in early works, but I love this idea. I'll probably also try to record vocals similar to the ones Mazed and Trinus do and Would You Ever? Sure. Let's go, dude. You're right, if Church Voices got mine. Hey, let's go, man. I'm glad you fucking got to hear it. Ba, 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 ba. Nice. As I say, I don't think I like this one as much as your ID from last week, but nonetheless, this is fantastic. I would say the intro is like more interesting, I guess. It's like more of this like in this like exact middle point where it's like, oh, this is just like cool. Like, wow, you just want to keep listening. Yeah, with vocals, this will go great. Also, this is for me is an example of a minimal but excellent transition. Like, there's just a couple of elements in this. Like, you have this clung, but then you have this little bzz, boom, with the reverses. It's super clean, but it works so well. It just sells this like little moment of like something is happening. It's leading you. I have to say the lead feels like it's missing something, or like it feels like something's been filtered away and hasn't been like replaced or quite augmented yet. Like it's missing that crispiness that you feel when it's in contrast with this B part. Because like the core of the sound is good, but then it's here again. Like it's good. Maybe it doesn't matter, honestly. Like, love the sound. So, what do you think I'm going to talk about next? Any guesses in chat? What do you think I'm going to say? What's my next line, Kelly V? Yes, finish the track for sure, but like, what's the other thing I'm going to say? I want to see if you get it. I'm like really curious. I mean, what's the one thing I always chime in about on your drum and bass tracks specifically? The percussions. The percussions. Drums? Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately or unfortunately, like it's like, for me, it's like, I think you have a lot of potential in your drums to like, because you have such like a direct, really melodic, focused style. And I really like how it sounds. It just feels like you'll bring the tracks to life without needing to like reinvent the entire melodic structure of it. Like you can keep everything and just add more like detail to the drums. I think for me it's really a detail thing where like it will, I think, to me feel like an ID until the point where it has that detail work done in the drums. And once you do the detail work in the drums, you can leave everything else as it is, because I think the core sound design is great. It is extremely excellent work. I'm not gonna say it's the best thing ever. Like, I think, yeah, sure, maybe Space Ice is gonna make something even more. But I mean, come on, like this is super captivating, and I'm not trying to like grate on you and be like, it's just because you suck ass at drums. Like, no, I think it would make sense to turn your attention towards there if you really want to be serious about like taking your songs to the next level. That's the thing that you really have to deal with. It's like, go for the drums. Go do a track with, and your only focus is just like, all I'm going to do is experiment with drums and find a bunch of different things that you like. Did I ever send you my sample pack? Because I have so many percussions in there that I feel like you could just use straight up to like layer in. And I don't remember if I sent it to you or not. Yeah, you did? Okay, cool. So you just didn't use it. QI, I'm rendering and organizing. Sounds good. Now you can if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Don't worry about it. And if you don't want to use it, you don't gotta use it. But that's really my thoughts. I start putting some more focus on drum work. Don't be feedback. No problem, mate. Glad to help. Alright, next up, release me. Although I think I'm gonna do this last. We'll do this one first. Temporary intro idea. You said you wanted thoughts about a drop. I like this so far.
Every time you go, I'm feeling heavy. Cause I think too much without you here. And you say it's only temporary. But I'm scared I'm wasting all these years. Every time you go, I'm feeling heavy. Cause I think too much without you here. And you say it's only temporary. But I'm scared I'm wasting all these years. These years.
Okay, I don't know why this just reminded me very much of like Lauv, but not even Lauv specifically, but like I think Lauv remixes. Let me check if there's a specific one I'm thinking of, if it's here. Because I feel like this one, I see where you're going with the drop. It needs a drop and more work, but I like the idea. Yeah, I think the intro as well is great. I think the chords themselves could like use sound design wise a little more like subtle phasing, like phasers and stuff, like small thingies, like even some tape to give it that fuzziness, like some tape saturation. And then I don't know, like automated distortion, so distortion that's like linked to an LFO, so it's not distorting the same amount all the time, and that will give you also more fluctuations in the volume, and like the whole thing will just be a little bit more dynamic instead of being like this like it needs a like that. I think it'll just like bring the sound to life without you having to change anything. We're gonna work on it with my mate tomorrow. I think he's gonna help me with a drop. Hell yeah. What is that pick on a Rexus? I don't know. I don't know, dude. Like fluttery almost? Just a little bit. Just enough to give it extra, like, the depth to keep your ears' attention. Or at least to keep my ears' attention. Maybe I have demanding ears. I don't know. But just enough to get it that, like, you know, where you're like, oh, okay, like, you just want to listen to the same sound for hours. Let me see, is it this? No. Is it this? No. Something else. Is it this one? No. Main. This is annoying me that I can't find the one I'm thinking of. But it was like in this like minimally style. Not minimal, but like this stuttery, like not in your face types. I would say focus on reinforcing this like chord automation thing. And then find or pick a drum pattern, because this is not really a drum pattern. It feels kind of random. Like I would say find the kick pattern that works for this, and that could be 4 on the floor or like half timed 4 on the floor. Because right now it just feels like awkward. Idea. You think that's just effects for another layer? Idea was from the song Make Me Feel. If I look up Make Me Feel, am I gonna find something?
Nobody else make me feel like. Nobody else make me feel like.
This one? This is great. What the fuck?
Nobody else make me feel like. Yeah.
This is cool. What the hell? I'm listening to that later. What the hell? Yeah, that's one. Okay, then pick a 4 on the 4 pattern. Like, copy the drums. In terms of like
Nobody else make me feel like.
Because your vibe is gonna end up totally different anyway, even with the same drum pattern, and you will like lock in the track in a different way.
Cause I think too much without you here. And you say it's only temporary. But I'm scared I'm wasting all these years. Every time you go, I'm feeling heavy.
Yeah, I think the problem is really the kick, and then like sound designing the chords, and sound designing the chords to be a little bit more expressive and just in your face, in the sense of like they're just lush and more deep, more better, and then giving that also some counter melody in terms of other sounds that have the same pattern as what's going on, or like are playing with the chords, but giving you really some break as well from the chords, and also, you know, giving a little bit more transient, more stuff, you know. And it doesn't have to be a lot, it just needs to be enough to give it play, to give it that sense of like back and forth and stuff. Try adding distortion and OTT. Hayes coming in with a goated feedback. Just throw many distortions on it. I mean, for the chords, actually, yes. That's where my friend can help me out, because he's better with that shit. Perfect. Always good to have the right friends. Alright, next up, Dormant. Asp. Oh. I would love if it would load. I'm not even sure how to feedback this. This is just cool. I almost want to hear more crunchy basses, like more of this, like more of these, because it adds such a nice contrast to these lush, sort of almost flowery sounds. Something to consider, dude. Like, it might be worth just giving that more basses. It doesn't have to be crazy, but like, I feel like that sound just does such a nice job of balancing out the track. Because like here, for example, it starts to feel like the sound gets repetitive. Like it feels like it's not changed enough, or it's not. My brain checks out here. And it's just the sound, because compositionally I like the rest. Like I like how it's moving. I like the notes and everything. It's just the sound design for me that kind of takes my brain to, which is not what I'd like to be doing for a track as cool as this. But I think the vibe of this is overall super nice. This for me is like right in the sweet spot of like perfect SoundCloud 1 minute tune, where I'd just be like, you know, this. You wish it was kind of longer, but you're also kind of happy it's exactly the length it is. It's like the perfect package. Super cool. Super, super cool. I could add something in the second half for sure, bass-wise. Yeah, because you have the most satisfying basses to ever exist. I don't know how you do it, but you do like black magic. And then all of a sudden it's just basses that scratch pieces of your brain you've never had scratched before. You're just like... That's like my live reaction, like... But yeah, anyway, I rate it. I really do rate this. This is cool. All right, give me 2 seconds. I want to turn on my oven for food. I should need to warm up. The revolution begins now. Alright, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna stay sane looking at this picture of a Rexo's child in a wheelchair.
The world around me can't contain it. The feeling just takes over me. Got me hooked and I'm addicted. You set me free. These silly games are messing with my head. Oh, around we go. Can't contain the feelings that I have. Looking down, get vertigo. Release me from my fears, make me stand tall. I need it in my soul, never let me go. The way your love surrounds me, it overflows. Release me from my fears, make me stand tall. I need it in my soul, never let me go. The way your love surrounds me.
Alright, who's ready for a future bounce drop, everybody?
The world around me can't contain it. The feeling just takes over me. Got me hooked and I'm addicted. You set me free. Silly games, messing with my head.
Okay.
Around we go. Can't contain the feelings that I have. Looking down, get vertigo. Release me from my fears, make me stand tall. I need it in my
Okay, whoa. Utorbonk, yep. Dynamite, you got stems for me or what? Do. I would say for me, there's a couple of things with this track. I think you have like a good melody. I don't know. I feel always so limited by the future bounce genre because it's just so similar. You know, it's kind of like giving feedback to techno music where you're like, man, there's like a real limit to what you can do to the genre without it becoming something else. But my thoughts are, for me, I don't like this vocal. At least currently, the vocal feels really plain and kind of uninteresting. And either you could get a new vocal or you could just produce the vocal more. So producing just means like be more creative with how you're using the vocal, how you're getting the vocal to fit in the song. I think part of it is just the tone doesn't really fit in a interesting way with what's going on with the production. It just feels very commercial. Yeah, it's only 4 more mix tracks. How many mix tracks are you sending? Alright, the other thing is I don't like this kick and clap. I think my issue with it is that it sounds like every single kick clap I've ever heard of a Future Bounce song. It doesn't really have much left for me. And I think the clap doesn't bother me as much as a kick, which just feels like a transient with no body. It doesn't have that like boom. It's just like and it's like not like bum 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 like that. Boom boom boom. You know. Doesn't have that vibe to it. The in here, this is good. This ride is just way too loud. This feels just like it's way too loud above the mix. And then for me in the second breakdown here, this thing, you do a counter melody, and that could be a butterflying, arping thingy, or it could be a little saw melody. Whatever it is, just like have something. I think the more out of genre it is for Future Bounce, the more better. But definitely add a counter melody of some kind. And it just has to be simple. Like, don't make it more than like a couple notes. Just a couple notes. Like 40. I told you to make stem groups. Doesn't mean 40. It's gonna take me a billion years just to download it. Alright. Just send me whatever you have right now. Like, don't even worry about it. The whole point is not to like fully mix it for you. I want to like see what I can do. I'm waiting. Yeah, you can send it over Discord. However it is that I can download it. That's all that really matters if you think about it. Alright. Let me pop over to... Oh, wait. Yeah. This is something I was working on the other day. Little idea. Let me just go into here. Let's open a new template. Okay, interesting. I'm waiting, my brother. Is it sanding? Real quick, 2 minutes. I'm uploading to Dropbox. Okay. What can I chat about in the meantime? I mean, let me go and listen to the track again, so I know what I'm getting.
See, I'm at my breaking.
So my first thought is like drums are too loud. The biggest thing for me is that all of this part is so mono, like it's just not stereo. And this is kind of stereo, and then we get much more stereo, which is good. Very good. Audio stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended bitrate. We recommend that you audio stream bitrate of 128K. I don't know what that means. Open widget. Okay. Sent. Brilliance. Now I just need to download it. Oh, I'm afraid. Are they all... What? Okay, I think it's not huge. CR download file. I'm literally just waiting for this to download and then we're rocking and rolling. Come on. Alright, perfect. Extract. And now we're going to take everything. Holy. Okay, there's so much stuff in here. Okay, well, I'm glad there's just nothing in here. Okay, interesting. That we can also get rid of. Alright, I'm just gonna delete these. Make it easier for myself. Cool. Now let's take these. Let's just get these from here to here so I can tell them apart. Maybe a bit brighter of a color though. I'm spending way too much time thinking about a color. Oh my god. What am I doing? Whatever. Cool. Now, bang, bang. Whole thing loaded in. Let's go. So, let's... First of all, these are just way too loud. So I'm not even going to bother waiting. What is this? Good? Why does it sound so mono on SoundCloud? I don't get it. Like, why does it sound so much worse than in here? Okay. First of all, it's just clipping out of its mind. So that's... So let's just take everything and just lower it. Like 5 dB, 60. Are there like... Trying to find all of the things that are together. How are there this many little details? This is crazy. Like this? Sounds like a nightmare to me. You do need some level of it, but I think this can just be like... Okay, first thing we're gonna address. See how on... where's my Pro Q? Oh my god, where is it? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna cut and let's just do a low cut of a side. Hear how much side stuff there is here? This is the type of stuff you want to get rid of on your drop stuff. This is no bueno. This is no good. And the way you get rid of this when you're working on your songs is like do a low cut of your reverb. And not like low cut like 100 hertz. Low cut like 900 to 1500 hertz. Like you do not actually need this. This makes mixing horrifying because you have a huge amount of reverby, muddy stuff sitting in your low end that just makes mixing everything hard. Keep in mind that everything I say here is with love. I sent a Trojan. Damn, this is no bueno. Yeah. So I'm just gonna boost a little bit of the highs, because why not? Next sound. Where's the other? Is that all the chord sounds? Let's see if this has the same issue. I mean, this just doesn't even... And like, you don't have to cut everything away. Like, this is just me being maybe a little bit too much. First thing I'm going to do to everything is start adding. This is good. This needs to go down by another like dB. This also needs to go down by another dB. We need to add so much high end to this to make it really pop through. Because right now it's adding, but it's not quite. You've actually taken out too much low end from this, I think. kind of do want some of this in there. And this I'm gonna start adding some. Good, this is good. That's I wish that I could not have to listen to everything in solo, but I think this just makes my job a little easier. This is good. But hear how mono this is? Like, I'm not sure why this isn't stereo. If we do... what do I want to use here? Sorry, my plugin list has to load. Let me check chat again. You all in for this ride, my dude? A dimension expander. That's not how I thought it was gonna look. Nope, not what I was looking for. Infect it. Do I really only have manipulator? Fine. I'm pretty sure manipulator has like this stereo thingy, this widener, in its own thing. I'm just using it because I like the sound of it, and it works really well with mono stuff, or like stuff that isn't really stereo already. This is good and wide. Not a big fan of this. This sound design wise, it just feels really dense, but not tonal. I'm gonna boost this. I want to see if I can boost something that's not just the white noise of this. And here I'm going to start getting rid of some mid. Nah, it's not really helping. We need more juice out of this for sure. And this for sure needs to be wider. It's so mono. Alright, here we go. And then like boost. Boost. Oh, is it an imager maybe? Why mid though? What do you mean why mid? Like why mid? Like why is it in the middle? Like why is it not stereo? You've actually cut this lead a little high. You can actually cut this at like 150. It just seems like not a big difference. Yeah, maybe it's not that big of a deal. Unless we're boosting a lot. And then we're gonna cut just the side. I'm just gonna do the. It's not what I meant to do.
When your demons follow you, I don't know.
We needed a decapitator. Just a distortion, but I like decapitator. Mix this in with about 60%, so it's like parallel distortion. So I've made it a lot louder, but what is this? Is this really in the right key? I guess they are. I guess it works when I copy the same EQ from this to this. And in fact, I'm just going to cut, first of all, everything here. And then low cut. Not that hard, but yeah, there's just some gunk down there. We can make this brighter. Here I'm just gonna add like a camel crusher to give it a little bit more. Where's British clean? Yep, just bing, bing, bing. Not even that much. Just more. And here again, it's really like mono, which is not actually bad, but I don't love it in this context of his track, I think you could just get more. Where's our ozone imager?
I don't know.
I think it's so much.
I don't know.
This sound is super good. You should use this for the rest of this. Like,
You do.
wow, there's so much stuff going on in here. Never mind, I'm paying attention closely. I hope this is useful what I'm doing here. Like it's actually making it sound better and not just imaginary. I mean, you guys could literally just stop ever listening to me again if this sucks. These type of sounds are great. It's unfortunate that some of these are like bundled together though. Like this, I'm just gonna crank the high end on this up. Because this is just like great tonal high end that you really badly need. So, straight in there with a fresh air. Okay, yeah. And then another EQ on top of that just to give it... See how this like now brightens up the whole track without it just being like noise? Which is not like, I don't know, I'm a big hater of white noise. It's not bad. I just think you have more options than you sometimes open up for yourself if you don't go and like, I don't know, go and try other more tonal solutions. This is so great. I'm bringing this up a little more. This as well. This as well needs something more, dude. Like, it's... Let's see, what are we looking at in here? just want to make this more tonal. Like, you don't want to get rid of... You want to make everything whitey. So I'm just like trying to boost up the places where this tonality.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let me guess, this has got a whole bunch of extra... Yep, it's got a whole bunch of extra things on it. That it did not technically need. Alright, make unique. Pop that onto a fellow track. I mean, it sounds pretty satisfying. This needs more. I'm gonna give it some decapitator. Funnily enough, what's interesting as well to show about distortion is like in saturation is like I didn't distort this a lot. It's like what, maybe 30 something percent. And what's interesting is that like it does the effect of compression where it actually makes things louder and also reduces your peaks, which helps you later on because when everything is slightly more compressed, it makes it easier to make stuff louder in total. You just have way more headroom for volume later on in your production phase if you saturate things appropriately. It's getting way more compressed and nice. Does the more tonal? Yep. This sub bass is definitely an issue now. The sub bass is a big issue, but I'm gonna cheat really hard. Do I have R bass? No, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Because we just need to get the sub bass huge. I'm gonna do one of these. This is like a hella big cheating. Is it only here that the low end is? Maybe we'll just try it on here first and see if it solves the problem instead of me doing all this weird nonsense. I think this is the only sub bass, maybe.
I don't know.
All right, this is sounding better and better and better.
I don't know.
Transient shape it. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm just gonna take a literal random sound. Yeah, it needs like a little bit more. Okay, and this doesn't send to here. It only sends sidechain. Sorry, I'm at this point I'm not talking about. I'm just super focused. I'm just shaping the hi-hats because I feel like they're so like there's just no, they're just and it's just adding a bunch of noise and it's not giving that punchiness for a hat. Yeah, it's mostly just walking this back now until it feels right. I think like somewhere around here is probably good. And lowering the attacks, it's not quite so I just think delayed jumpiness. Okay. Right. I do think like one thing I want to point in general is you have a lot of stuff with reverb on it. A lot of stuff, which is not bad, but it does tend to muddy things up in terms of mix, so you lose some crispiness overall with EDM stuff. This is like super dry as well, so I'm gonna just boost the hell. Here also, we're going to give it a little bit of decapitator just to get... Yeah, that's better. Alright, at this point I want to just like bounce it and see how it compares to what we did before. To like what we had before this was all done. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Yep. 32, bang. Yep. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Cool, and now let's unmute everything and then undo. I'm gonna leave the volume automations as they are because I don't have the energy to go through and undo all the volume automation. But then if we take this, so now we've removed basically all the extra processing we did, and we just bounce this the same. And then see the volume automation, the volume changes do make a big difference, but like just see how much the EQ and stuff helps. I can send you the FOP. There's no guarantee that it's necessarily going to sound, or that you have all the plugins. On the plus side, you do have the VOD where you can basically one-to-one redo everything I just did, if you want this exact thing. Like I'm more than happy to share the FOP with you. Like. And this is without a master. We can master this now. See how much more like mono this sounds? If we do, this is a trick that I recommend everyone does. Listen to only the mids of your track and see how much of a difference it makes. See how much clearer this sounds now? It just sounds more clear, more pun. If we listen to just the high end now, see how much noisier this is as well? You actually have more feeling of high end. Like it's a bit less fuzzy and whitened out, so it sounds... There's a bit of a little bit more of a sense of like pressure, like pure power. But this to me just like complements the whole song so much better. Like you can add back a little bit of that white noise if you like. The extra sub here makes so much of a difference. Yeah, definitely compress your sub bass a lot more. A lot more. So now let's go ahead and master this just for fun. And mastering, I'm gonna keep it super simple. I'm just gonna open Crafter and go ham. This is just the most unhinged plugin ever for mastering. It's despicable what it does. I'm definitely going to low shift this, a little bit of offset, and a little bit of mid shift, and then... This is how the mix sounds without the processing, by the way. What's interesting to me is like you can actually hear in the mid-range how much of that reverb is actually hanging around, muddying up the mix and making everything sound kind of foggy. Like if we solo out the mids here, like also the extra processing we did to bring out the lead just makes it feel so much more in front and like impactful, like it's leading the thing. Both works. I'm going to go through everything again in case. WT. Let's check and see how the low end is looking. Yeah, this is good. Let's see what happens if we put a match EQ on here. I'm just curious. If it's gonna open. Where is this? I don't know what I want to match it to though. Now I'm gonna have fun. What's interesting as well is basically the kick is the same loudness in both of these cases, and yet in the top one, in mine, it sounds more balanced, like it's part of the track, because it's being fitted in better with the processing, like the EQ and stuff. All right, let me send this to you. I'm gonna delete the. Actually, I'll just leave it. Yeah, let me just save, and I'll send you the FOP. Do I send it to? I'll just send it to you as a zip. That's probably the easiest. Zipped loop package. Cool. Excellent. So now also you don't have to relink stuff. I will also just Dropbox. Log in. Alright. That being said, I think that's realistically my stream. Ended up being a nice little long boy stream with the thing. I want to do more of this as well. Like I really do at some point want to focus on doing more of this stuff, because I think I learn a lot for sure, but I think it's also much better for me to explain and be able to show and demonstrate. This is why I eventually need to make just YouTube videos, but my life is a lot right now trying to deal with personal stuff, so it will come. It will come when it comes. I will get around to it. Not now. But hey, you know, you can't have it all. Okay, one second. I'm deleting stuff of my delete. And then in here, is this really stuff I need? Is it really all just this? Oh. Oh, that's why. There's a whole bunch of this in here. Alright, I'm gonna send this to you, mixing wise, W stream. Kyo, I really appreciate this though. It gave me a different vision mixing wise. Hey, I am very happy that I can do that. Like, genuinely. I'm super thrilled. It feels weird. It's like, you know, I've spent so many years now doing production, and I've been helped by so many people online learning how to do this stuff. And it's also a lot of just fucking it up and then having somebody show you, or like trying to figure it out and it's not working. And I remember sometimes just wishing, like, man, I wish somebody could just show me so I could see it with my own song and not with like some other example that feels like it's not connected to what I'm doing. So the fact that I can like be a little bit of that for you makes me very happy. Genuinely. I really am glad that I can like bring some of that into the world. So I guess with that, thank you very much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate you being and staying and sending your music and trusting me to do some work with it. And I'll be back again next week, like I always am. So, hey, keep working hard, and I can't wait to listen to your music next week. Bye.